13.8 billion years ago, everything began. All of space, all of time, all of matter, exploded into existence from a single point smaller than an atom. We call it the Big Bang. But here is the question that has haunted scientists for centuries. What was there before it happened? Today we explore the most mysterious question in all of science. What existed before the Big Bang? The answer will change the way you see everything. Part 1. The problem with the question. Before we can answer what existed before the Big Bang, we need to understand why the question itself is so difficult. Time, as we know it, did not exist before the Big Bang. Time was created in the Big Bang, along with space, along with matter, along with energy. So asking what happened before the Big Bang is like asking what is north of the North Pole. The question assumes something that does not exist. There was no before. There was no space for anything to exist in. There was no time for anything to happen in. And yet something must have caused the Big Bang. Something must have been there. And that is where it gets truly strange. Part 2. The quantum foam. Theory 1 of the most accepted theories in physics suggests that before the Big Bang, there was quantum foam, a realm of pure quantum probability, where space and time did not exist but fluctuations did. Tiny quantum fluctuations, appearing and disappearing in an instant, like bubbles forming and popping in boiling water. Most of these fluctuations disappeared immediately, but one, just one, fluctuated in just the right way, and became our universe. According to this theory, our entire universe, everything that has ever existed, began as a random quantum accident, a bubble that did not pop. Part 3. The cyclic universe. Another theory suggests there was no beginning at all. The universe has always existed, in an endless cycle of big bangs and big crunches. Our universe expands, reaches its maximum size, then collapses back into a single point, then explodes again in a new Big Bang, over and over, forever. In this model, our Big Bang was not the first. It was just the latest in an infinite series. There have been countless universes before ours, each one living and dying, before our universe was born from the ashes. We are not the beginning. We are just the latest chapter, in a story that has no beginning and no end. Part 4. The multiverse. Theory some physicists believe our universe is just one of an infinite number, a multiverse. Before our Big Bang and other universes already existed, and our universe was born as a bubble splitting off from another universe, like a soap bubble forming inside a larger bubble. In this model, and there is no true beginning. Universes have always been forming, splitting off from each other, in an infinite cosmic ocean. Our universe is just one tiny bubble in an infinite sea of other universes, each one with different laws of physics, different constants, different realities, some with no stars, some with no atoms, some where life is impossible, and some, perhaps, where life is everywhere. Part 5. The string theory. Answer string theory, one of the most complex theories in physics, offers yet another answer. Before our Big Bang, there were higher dimensions, dimensions beyond the three we can see. In string theory, our universe exists on a membrane, called a brane, floating in a higher dimensional space. And before our Big Bang, two of these branes collided. The collision created an explosion of energy. That explosion was our Big Bang. Before our universe existed, there were other branes, other membranes floating in higher dimensions, colliding, creating new universes, in an endless cosmic dance that has no beginning. Part 6. What Stephen Hawking said. Stephen Hawking, perhaps the greatest physicist of our time, had his own answer. He said the question of what came before the Big Bang is meaningless, not because it is a bad question, but because time itself began at the Big Bang. Asking what came before is like asking what is south of the South Pole. There is no south of the South Pole. There is nothing south of it, not because there is a wall, but because south simply stops existing there. In the same way, time simply stops existing before the Big Bang. There is no before, not empty space, not darkness, not nothing, just by the absence of time itself. Part 7. The most terrifying answer. But here is the most disturbing possibility of all. What if the question, what existed before the Big Bang, is simply unanswerable? Not because we are not smart enough, not because we lack the technology, but because the answer is permanently beyond what the human mind can understand. We evolved to survive on the African savanna, to find food, to avoid predators, to raise children. Our brains were not built to understand the origin of time and space. We may be asking questions that our minds are simply not capable of answering, like asking a dog to explain quantum mechanics. The dog is not stupid. The question is just beyond what a dog's brain can process. Perhaps some truths about the universe are forever beyond what human consciousness can grasp. And perhaps that is the most humbling thought of all. Outro, we may never know what existed before the Big Bang, but the fact that we can ask the question, the fact that a universe created beings capable of wondering about their own origin, was perhaps the most extraordinary thing of all. The universe created us, and through us, it looks back at itself and wonders, what do you think existed before the Big Bang? Comment below, we read every single one. If this video blew your mind, hit the like button. Subscribe to Cosmic Truths for mind-blowing facts every week. See you in the next one. But here is what gives us hope. Every generation of scientists has answered questions the previous generation thought impossible. Newton explained gravity, Einstein explained space and time, Hawking explained black holes. Each time, humanity pushed the boundary of what we thought was knowable. Perhaps one day a scientist not yet born will solve the mystery of what came before the Big Bang. We'll find a way to see beyond the beginning of time. We'll answer the question that has haunted us for centuries, or perhaps the answer is already out there, hidden in the mathematics, waiting for the right mind to find it. The universe has never run out of secrets, and we have never stopped searching. And that is the most human thing of all. Consider how far we have come. Just 500 years ago, humans believed the Earth was the center of the universe. 100 years ago, we did not know other galaxies existed. 60 years ago, we had never seen the far side of the moon, and today, we are asking questions about what existed before time itself began. Just a few centuries, humanity went from thinking Earth was everything to understanding we live on a pale blue dot in one of hundreds of billions of galaxies. The progress is breathtaking, and it is accelerating. Whatever existed before the Big Bang, we are getting closer to the answer. One equation at a time, one discovery at a time, one generation at a time. The universe is not finished surprising us, and neither are we. Every question we answer opens 10 new mysteries. Just 100 years ago, we did not even know the Big Bang happened. We thought the universe was eternal and unchanging. Then Edwin Hubble looked through a telescope and discovered galaxies were moving away from us. The universe was expanding, which meant it had a beginning. In just 1 century, we went from knowing nothing about the origin of the universe to asking what came before it. Imagine what the next century will bring. The answer may be closer than we think, and when we find it, it will change everything.